If you're constantly struggling to have healthy lunches ready and spending a ton of money on fast food or grabbing whatever's convenient because you didn't have something ready, today I'm gonna show you how I turn less than $20 into 25 high protein freezer lunches that I can pull when life's crazy with the kids and I didn't have time to prep. My name's Angela and welcome to Nutritionally Cheap. Let's get into it. And no, this is not one of those cute little meal prep videos where you get 4 lunches and call it a day. Like, this is real freezer stash. Like, look at this pot. I love this thing. And y'all know me. If I am making the effort, I am making a lot. So today I'm making my chicken lentil curry. Listen, it's not just about the food. It's about the system that keeps me sane. So here are all the ingredients for my chicken lentil curry. I got all these items on sale or just for super duper cheap. The chicken quarters came with the skin on. That's how you always save money. You just strip that skin off yourself. Butchered it, Angela did that yesterday. And I seasoned it up so that the seasonings can penetrate. We have our coconut milk, 4 onions. I already diced those up. I don't want to be crying in front of y'all. We have our garlic, 3 canned tomatoes. We have a big old butternut squash, and we have a massive bag of lentils. And yes, I'm using this whole bag. I ain't messing around. So this bag, I just have a little story. You'll see that there's an A written on here. You'll see an A. When I bring the lentils home, I stock up when they're on sale, and I brought 2 bags home. So I bring 2 bags home, and my girls, when they see these beans come in, they're like, oh yeah, my baby's home. They treat them like they're babies. So there was 2. So the lentil bags were twins. So they wrote an A on one and an I on the other because one was named Lentil and this one's named Lenta. So I'm using their babies for today's recipe. Sorry, girls. Anyway, carrying on. And then we're gonna season it like we mean it. Literally, we have some turmeric, some cardamom, we have garam masala, we have cumin, and then we also have dried fenugreek. This is gonna be banging. Because honestly, that's the difference between the meals you actually eat and freezer meals that just sit there and just get freezer burn and you order takeout for lunch anyway. So we gotta make sure this tastes good. First things first, we're gonna sear off these 4 chicken quarters in the pot. We're not gonna cook them through. We just want that browning to start on the chicken. And then once they're done searing, we're gonna pull them out. We have some olive oil. Look at that sear on that chicken, it's coming along. The chicken has finished browning. Now we're gonna get the onions in that pot right away. Put a little salt on those onions. We're gonna put in all this garlic. This is about 10 cloves of garlic. Honestly, you need it for these lentils. If you want more, put more in. I'm gonna grate it with my microblade because it will make life easy. So can we talk about these spices? I buy these spices in the international aisle and I buy them in these bags. I take the bag and I just refill a bottle that I already have. I stay away from the big brand name spices that come in the bottles because they gouge you. They consider these specialty spices. So if you go into the international aisle, this is their everyday. So they are super cheap. And regarding cardamom pods, step aside spices, I always buy the pods, not pre-ground cardamom, because honestly, that stuff is subpar compared to the pods. If you want that flavor and you want it to be potent, you want to stick with the pods. So let's pound these out. Get the pods, not the dust. Pre-ground, baby, I don't trust. Crush it up, let it pop. That's the flavor at the top. All right, enough of that. Now let's get these spices into that pot and literally the party's about to start in that pot. I am not messing around with these spices. Look at that. Exact quantities are listed below, but these spices are gonna walk into that room like they own it. Garam masala, cumin, turmeric, and all that cardamom. You want to toast off all those spices before anything else goes in the pot because it really wakes them up. They're ready to dance. Okay, those spices are doing the floss in there. These tomatoes need to join the party. The tomatoes have arrived. Look at those tomatoes. Those tomatoes are bringing everything together. Like the boys are on this side of the dance floor, the girls were on this side of the dance floor. Now the tomatoes are bringing them all together on the dance floor. Now we're moving on to the butternut squash. I love putting butternut squash into curries because it makes it thick and it makes it sweet. It's a natural sweetener. So I love putting butternut squash in, and plus it amps up the veg. I know people think prepping butternut squash is a pain in the I get it. It's tough. Everything gets when you peel it. But listen, once I got this peeler has teeth on it, teeth. It is so easy to peel this butternut squash. I just want to show you. Once this walked into my life, I was like, where have you been all my life? Just watch. Watch how easy this is. Look at this. Look at those teeth. Just grabbing it. It's so easy. It's crazy. It is crazy how easy it is with this peeler. I'm not even lying. It's just amazing. It's changed my life for squash. You know another trick with butternut squash? I used to try to cut it down the middle like this and it'll be all wobbly. I don't do that anymore. I cut it here first and it gives you stability to cut down the middle. Ish, you know how tough it is. And then look at this. Flip it upside down. Gives you stability. Easy. So I'm going to cube this up. Now it's time for all this butternut squash to go in. You helping me, Naya?
Yeah.
How's it looking?
Good. The tomatoes really do bring everyone on the dance floor.
She ain't that tall. Now she got to get off her stool. This is an everyday, eh, babe?
Yeah.
So let's talk about lentils. I love me a lentil because they're cheap, they're filling, they're high in fiber, they're high protein, and you don't need to soak them in advance. Ain't nobody got time for that? Well, I do soak beans sometimes, but today, ain't nobody got time for that. Listen, with all these lentils, this whole bag, and those chicken quarters, this lunch is going to be high protein. And that's on purpose, because if my lunch is not high protein, this is me at 4 o'clock. Eating my kids' leftover lunch over the sink like a raccoon. And that's what we're trying to avoid. It's not about being perfect. It's about not getting to that point where you're tired, exhausted, and you're grabbing whatever's most convenient. Most weeks for lunch, I'll prep a chicken kale salad. It's repetitive, it's boring, but it works. But those weeks, when those weeks are chaotic with the kids and everything, and I don't have time to prep a lunch, this batch, these lentils literally save me. And when I open my freezer and I see all those containers of the lentils there, I'm like, okay, Stash Angela, you got this, period. So now I'm gonna rinse off these lentils. Just so y'all know, I'm using a split red lentil. Y'all can use whatever lentil you want. So lentils get in the boot. I'm gonna plop all this into the pool, and I'm also gonna add about 6 cups of water to start, but 6 cups water, I actually put 18 cups of water in there. Because you need that water in there so that the lentils can start simmering and it has room for all that movement so it won't start to burn on the bottom. So chicken base to taste, and now the chicken goes back in. Once it starts boiling, we're gonna turn it down and let it simmer for a few hours. Those lentils were raw, and this is a massive pot, so it's gonna take time. We're putting that time in today, so we don't have to put that kind of time in later, and our future self will say, thank you. This is already starting to thicken up so nicely. And it is smelling like takeout in here, like expensive takeout. It is thickening up, so I'm gonna add some more water into it because lentils are notorious for sticking to the bottom and starting to burn. I will list in the recipe below how much water total I ended up putting into this recipe. Look at that simmering. The chicken is starting to shred off the bones, so it is coming along. This curry is just about done. So we're gonna put the finishing touches on it. We're gonna put the coconut milk in, and we're gonna put the dried fenugreek and a little bit more garam masala at the end so you can really taste those flavors. Coconut milk, dried fenugreek, the garam masala. I love dried fenugreek because when you smell it, it smells like maple syrup. Legit, it smells so good. So it's gonna add that flavor into this curry and it's gonna be, oh my gosh, this looks insane. I am so excited to try this. That coconut milk just added that oomph, that cream to it. It's gonna be so good. So now that it's almost done, I'm gonna salt it to taste now because now that it's all simmered down, it's ready for the salt to be where it needs to be. I'm also gonna add about a tablespoon of butter and that's just gonna balance everything out. The curry's done. Look at that. It came together so nicely. It's thick and looks so good. And as it cools, it's gonna get even thicker. So let's portion this out into all those containers. So let me take a taste. Ooh, this bowl is hot, like really hot. That's like a warm hug right there. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. These lentils get better with age. So as they sit in that freezer and you defrost, it just goes next level. I'm not even joking. And I'm gonna thank myself every time I don't have a plan and I need to pull one of these from the freezer. When I do eat these lentils, I normally add a dollop of Greek yogurt on top and it just brings it next level. It is so delicious and it adds even more protein. How's it taste, Naya?
These are really good, Mom.
Yeah, winner, winner with the kids too. Look at all that food. Now that's what I call healthy convenience. Yeah, baby. So this is the system. Ready to store. Perfect matching containers? Not around here. If it holds food, it's hired. Do we eat cottage cheese? Yes. Do we eat yogurt? Yes. Well, that's the system in our house. You see, it's very high end. So when I need one for lunch and I don't have my lunches prepped for the week, I just pull a small container and it's got me covered. So the system stays simple. Small ones for lunches, big ones for multiple lunches or emergency dinners. Easy. I'm just gonna label each of the containers and pop them in the freezer. Let's hope I can find my Sharpie because girls always take them. You see, this isn't the kind of meal prep where you're forcing yourself to eat the same thing all week. Although I do that all the time. But this is the backup plan. These live in your freezer for the weeks that get so busy, life is chaotic with the kids, and you don't have time to prep. This gives you grace days. This gives you time to get caught up on that prep again. That's the system. When I pull one out for lunch, sometimes I'll put it on a bed of kale just to get my greens in for the day or amp up that veg. And then if I'm pulling this for an emergency dinner, I'll put it on a bed of rice and it becomes a full dinner for my family so quick. So let's talk about costs. With all my sale ingredients, that massive pot, which worked out to be all this food, cost $19.47. And this yields around 25 portions, which means it works out to be around 78 cents per serving. And to top it off, each serving has 30 grams of protein. Like that's real fuel. No 4 p.m. raccoon business around here. If you want to see how I keep my grocery bill so cheap each week, check out my sales first video right here and I'll show you how I do it. So if you need something that's cheap, filling, high protein, and freezer friendly, make this once and thank yourself later. Because this isn't just about the curry. This is me doing my future self a favor And when life gets busy and you're tired, exhausted, and just can't be bothered to prep lunch, you open your freezer and you got a plan. That's the kind of meal prep that actually works in real life. And that's the kind of system that keeps me sane. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more real life budget meals and sanity saving systems that keep you fed, healthy, and your life simple. Thanks for hanging out with me here on Nutritionally Cheap, where we eat healthy, feel amazing, and save that moolah. Now let's end this properly. We like it cheap. Nutritionally cheap. That's how we eat. Nutritionally cheap. And for the love of frugal living, if it's not on sale, don't buy it. Let it wait. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.